Hello, podcast world. It's the way that's the day before Mother's Day, pre Mother's Day or whatever. It's 5/9/2020 at 10:31 p.m. How y'all doing out there, podcast world? Well, basically, hey, everybody want to hit you up when you start podcasting. It seems like bling, bling, bling. Phone's going crazy a little bit. Bing. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah. Okay. Today, I'm tired. It's been a long day. The day before Mother's Day 2020, which is that Saturday, Mother's Day, whatever. I went with my family, me, my mom, two of my nieces, and one of my nephews, and my stepdad. We all went out to the cemetery where my grandmother was buried and cleaned the grave. And not only did we get to clean her grave, we cleaned a few other graves or whatever. So, but oh my gosh, like it's been, my grandmother passed in 2011, and I haven't been to the cemetery since then. And like, I don't know, I really didn't know what to expect. At the end of the day, I was just hoping that my mom didn't, I guess have a breakdown, because I already know that when that time comes, like, what are we gonna do, And you just go and you just don't know. And next thing you know, you wake up and then 1 minute they're here and the next minute they're gone. You never know what that's like. I have for all you who've lost your mother or loved one's grandmother, whatever the case is, you understand that there is no tomorrow. And especially if you lost them. My grandmother was like 91 when she passed, so and then she would went into the hospital, and we had kind of like a big family reunion that year, because you could just look at my grandmother and tell that in her spirit she was just tired. You know what I'm saying? Like her body looked tired. Like she was 91. You lived a long, great life. If I could make it to 91, I would not know. Like, oh my God, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because I could imagine like the pain that your body is probably in, or like you can't do what you want to do. You're not as fast as you used to be. Everything's slow, and it's just like I used to watch her go up the steps, and it used to be quite the task, So I don't know. Sometimes you gotta ask yourself: is it just about living, or do you also consider quality of life as well? If you take that into consideration, then yeah, you take in the fact that like the pain, you know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing I know. Like, oh man, I don't like the way this feels, or my joints hurt, or my back hurts. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these pains, and then as you get older, to stay alive, you have to take a fistful of pills that are constantly getting prescribed to you. And most cases of those pills, they'll have like adverse side effects to the point where if you take the pills, then this will happen, or that'll happen, or your kidney will shut down, your heart will explode, or all of these things, And my family comes from a long line of history of drinking. Like drinking was the thing, and I'm not gonna lie. Where I come from, alcohol cures everything. My family knew a lot of secret home remedy stuff or whatever that I'm still holding on to this day. That works, and it works wholeheartedly. Like I have no problem doing a home remedy because I'd rather use some of the stuff that they was using back then than some of this new stuff or whatever that doesn't even work. So just think about it. So yeah, and I know today was all right. It was a good feeling or whatever because at the end of the day, I felt like giving my time, spending time with my mom or whatever, was the Mother's Day gift that I was giving to her. Because, my brother lives in Florida and I don't be knowing what's going on with my sister. So, I give her as much time as we have left together because you never know. I'm always hoping that my mom lives to, be as old as my grandmother was, But I know she be in pain, she's been enduring for years, and that's just something that you have to think about. Consider the quality of life, and then, if you start a family, you gotta be the rock or the glue, In most cases, whatever, they say men are the rock and women are the glue. Like, when it comes down to, it just boils down to, like, what kind of foundation do you have or did you have growing up, I was watching that movie the other day. It's called All Day and the Night. And I seen how ultimately he ended up in prison for life along with his dad. And I feel that if you have, let's say, a flower, water it, nurture it, like that's your child, so it can grow up and be, something. And I hate to see parents yelling at their kids and saying stuff like, "Oh, you just like your daddy," or "You ain't gonna be nothing," or whatever. Or they might not be doing that. They might be the kid is seeing the mother or the father have multiple companies coming through, like, oh, it's a different guy every night, or a different woman coming over every night. A lack of stability when it comes to the household. And like, if you know you got a kid, then like, I personally don't bring anyone around my son. It's just not my thing, everyone wants to meet him, everyone's like, oh, look at your son, oh, that's you, he looks just like you, all of that, but I don't want to push off the wrong impression to where he thinks what I'm doing is okay, unless it's something that is okay, and I just want him to be the best he can be smart, and all of that stuff, But to each generation that comes along, they're getting way more spoiled, and things are getting way more easier, and they're dealing with life on a whole different level. Because the more I watch some of these teen drama TV shows or whatever, and the stuff that's going on in school, like, I was like bullying and cyberbullying and like all of that. Even in some of these, I'm gonna just call them preppier schools or whatever, rich schools or well financed schools or whatever. They're still like that stuff is still happening. Like it's all going down nowadays. Like the self-esteems of our children are at an all-time low, and majority of their time is being spent with their peers, and that's when more time you let them be with their peers, the more time they get to come across some overwhelming peer pressure. And I know I've been through some things in my life that was based off peer pressure, and I was like, everyone's doing it, and then they'll hit you with the, what if everyone jumps on the bridge, like, well, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know. I can't, and it's not a matter of like, oh, I want to be like everyone, but, most people don't want to be outside what normal is, and, whatever normal is in their overall hierarchy, then, yeah, that's gonna suck. Now, okay, I'm gonna move on to say this, and I'm gonna speak on it tomorrow. And tomorrow I'll probably be doing a whole YouTube video. So, yeah. Now this is what I'm gonna say. Shout out to all mothers out there, single moms, grandmothers. Like, if you have given birth, shout out to you. If you're raising a child that isn't yours, maybe it's your sister's or a cousin, or you adopted, or whatever the case is. If you're responsible for the well-being and the welfare of a child, congratulations. And I never discount fathers, but it's just not your day. But shout out to you too, because we do the same thing. There's some guys out there that are both mother and father, just like there are some out there who are both mother and father and females, So at the end of the day, as long as you're doing your best and raising your child, that's all that matters, Thank God for this holiday, and thank God for the upcoming holiday for Father's Day or whatever. I mean, it's May is perfect for this holiday. It's taking me tonight, guys. Taking a toll. I've really had a long day. I got ate up by some fire ants. Well, they were fire ants, but I was out there in the woods digging with the, scraping and cleaning the grave or whatever. And if you want to see the pictures of that, they'll be on my YouTube channel once I do the video or whatever. And I plan on playing the two greatest songs of my time that I'm aware of is the Soul Food song from Boyz II Men from Soul Food, which is in the mama, not you to know, loving you is like food to my soul. Oh yes it is. And then Tupac's Dear Mama is probably one of the greatest songs of appreciation to a mother that you can get. I just want you to know you are appreciated. And with that being said, like I say, when I finish doing the video, both of those songs will be in there along with the pictures of today. And I'm going to close out by saying, check out the link down below in the description. And, don't forget, I got plenty of information out there on how to start doing affiliate marketing online and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully y'all have a blessed Mother's Day, and maybe you go to church tomorrow And if your mother is still around, they say give them your roses while they're still alive and not wait till they're dead. See you later.